I wonder how many versions of ourselves we leave behind. The child who couldn't wait to grow up, the teenager who believed life would make sense by now, the person we were last year, even the person we were yesterday, they're all gone. Not because they disappeared, but because every ordinary day quietly changed them into someone else. The strange thing is, we rarely notice it while it's happening. We notice birthdays, graduations, new jobs, big achievements, but the real change, it happens on random mornings. When you decide to try again after wanting to quit. When you finally understand something that confused you for months. When you forgive someone. When you forgive yourself. When you realized you've become stronger. Without remembering the exact moment it happened, life doesn't announce these moments. It simply keeps moving. Maybe that's why so many of us feel stuck because we're waiting for dramatic transformations while life is quietly changing us in ways we barely notice. I've spent a lot of time thinking about that, about how we measure our lives. We celebrate destinations, but we overlook becoming. We ask children what they want to be. Almost nobody asks, who do you want to become? Those two questions sound almost identical, but I don't think they are. A career can change, dreams can change, plans also can change, but the person you're becoming, that stays with you wherever life takes you. Maybe that's why I've always been more interested in journeys than arrivals. Not because reaching a goal isn't important. No, of course it is. But because the version of you that reaches the goal matters even more. What kind of person did you have to become to get there? How many fears did you face? How many mornings did you continue even when nobody noticed? How many times did you begin again? Those are the stories I care about. The invisible ones, the quiet victories, the unanswered questions, the slow progress, the conversation we have with ourselves that nobody else ever hears. I think every person carries those conversations. Some are about dreams, some are about fear, some don't even have words yet. They sound more like quiet questions. Like, am I doing enough? Am I enough? Will everything work out? Okay, I don't know the answers and I don't want to pretend that I do. There are already enough people online speaking with certainty, as if life were a puzzle they already solved. I'm not interested in pretended certainty. I'm interested in curiosity, in asking better questions, in changing my mind when I learn something new, in admitting when I'm wrong, in noticing beauty in ordinary moments, in understanding people a little better, including myself. That's what you'll find here. Not lessons from someone standing at the finish line, but conversation from someone who's still walking. We'll talk about dreams, about failure, about discipline, about books they stay with us long after we've finished reading them, about the pressure of trying to build a meaningful life, about why we compare ourselves to strangers, about work, learning, hope, fear, and all the invisible things that quietly shape who we become. Some episode will begin with a story, others with a question, maybe, others with an idea I simply can't stop thinking about. I don't know exactly where this channel will lead. Maybe that's part of the point. The most meaningful journeys really begin with certainty. They begin with curiosity. Maybe that's all any of us are really doing. Becoming. one ordinary day at a time. So, if that's where you are too, then welcome. I'm glad our paths crossed here. Let's keep becoming. One conversation, one ordinary day, one chapter at a time.